Hey,
Welcome
back to
Call
Bob
and
Hold Your
Weave, Episode 3.
Tris.
It's exciting.
I'm Kanaya.
I'm Brett. And welcome back,
Yeah.
I suppose.
Unless this is your first time here, then hello. Hello.
Well, there's a few things. I mean, I feel like it's been forever, but there's a few things that I want to talk about today.
No, definitely, they're not going to know it's been forever.
For me, it's been forever, that's all. It's fine.
I touched my mom's car.
With special guest, my cat on the table.
There's a cat here, and his name is Vinny.
Anyway, what are we talking about today?
Today we're going to talk about...
Oh, well, I do want to, clear some stuff up about, the first episode that when we were talking about... I actually do want to clear this up, because we were talking about young people and, Gen Z. Obviously, we're in Gen Z, blah, 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 blah. But, we were talking about, how... Or I was mostly talking about how much I admire young people and inspire me and all that, But there's an entirely different side also to young people that we didn't really discuss that factors into it. So, but that wasn't really the point of what at least I was trying to make. But I think we still should kind of address I'm not trying to say that the young people are the best or that the young generation is the best generation, because what are you doing?
I am playing with Catty.
I feel like I look disgusting. Honestly, it's fine. We were talking about what was I saying? I'm all over the place right now, if you can't tell. But, our generation's also, as great as it is and as great as...
Just like many other generations, there is always a negative side to every generation, because no generation is perfect. We're on the road to recovery, is like I like to call it. And basically what he's just going to say is that Gen Z has a bunch of drug addicts.
Yeah.
At such a young age.
Exactly.
And it's so crazy because as I was still in high school before you, and you got out before me, all that stuff, and I was a senior just living my best life, not really, but I started to realize that the new freshmen that came in were just hectic. But I always knew they were crazy as I left freshman year and started making my way to senior year. So sophomore and junior year. Junior year, for me, definitely showed that freshmen were becoming crazy. But once I got into senior year, it was what is happening? Every freshman was just so out of control. It was just and then it questioned me, because I was am I getting older? What is happening? And I was especially since I was kind of the youngest out of my class. There was probably another one, but I was definitely young. It was kind of young to be graduating at the time that I was going to. So I was no, I'm still young. I can't be this old. But every single freshman, they were doing crazy things in terms of just drugs and alcohol. Literally bottles of just alcohol they would bring to school. Maybe.
Yeah.
It was just crazy.
You said that they would
smoke all in the bathrooms, different things.
Well, I mean, that's what people do, though.
But at school?
Well, no. Well, yeah. No, kids do that, but no.
It's not even just one drug, though. It's multiple.
Okay, well, yeah, that's
and
actually...
just not even just that. It's so weird.
It is, but no, what you were saying about how kids will the tin cans or whatever that you put water in, or that you'll drink throughout the day, or coffee, or that you put that in. You were saying that kids will put alcohol and which that happens just as smoking in bathrooms and whatever in high school.
Yes,
but
it was
but at the same time, it's what is the point?
It's what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be here trying to learn something, but like you're actually like,
or at least just getting through it. But like,
yeah,
you need
but like
that to.
that's so crazy to me. I'm like, it's not that bad.
No,
Like, chill.
not at
You
all.
don't have to do this.
Exactly.
But like, it's not even because they're doing it for a purpose. It's literally doing it because to make themselves feel like cool. And that's like a saying for like the older generations who always talk about, "Oh, you're only doing this because you're like to seem cool." But honestly, that is so true. There's this a majority of this generation where they tend to do things because it's deemed cool, and like he or she, they're doing it.
100%.
And it's like, might as well do it.
Like I feel like I should be doing this.
Like, yeah, they didn't get hurt by it. What's the worst that could happen? Like, you know, and like it's
like
so
they're doing
crazy.
this and they're at that level, so I should do this too.
Like, yeah, it's nothing wrong with it. It's so crazy to me though, but it makes me feel like I'm old, but I'm not. But then I just realized that no, it's just the people younger than me are doing it, and it makes you feel old that you're not doing it. Because you have a sense of like worth and pride and know about your body, and then they don't. So it's just like it makes you, because then you have to like play this adult role, because you're like, no, like you can't do that. But it's like, no, you're still. It doesn't matter your age. It's just like you just have common sense and you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Well, I think that's the underlying issue, the big time, the self-worth, and I mean, and fitting in and all that. But basically, you know, like the first episode, we were talking about like how much how inspiring young people are because of everything that they're breaking from older or just newer things, basically, that that new people are making for themselves. And that is what inspires me. But you can't ignore the other side of that. It's also spawned so many, like,
You definitely can.
not okay people as well.
That side is too large to ignore it.
100%. So, like, basically my point is that I'm not trying to say that young people or our generation, because we're not millennials, we're Gen Z. I'm not saying that millennials or Gen Z or anyone is the best or any. I'm just praising basically like all of the incredible like incredibleness from young people of our age, and like the things that they're doing that people before them never could or never did. But that also, that other side of that comes with so many terrible people as well, who are drug addicts and alcoholics at such an early,
So crazy.
like, that's actually really crazy. But what really baffles me is that, like, kids who, like, bring that stuff into school, like, I understand that's what people do, I guess, but, like, at the same time, like, when you think about it, what is the point?
Because then you get caught, then what? Like,
exactly.
And now, like, you have to go through all this unnecessary stuff.
And it's like, what was it
Like,
getting you?
Like,
and
it's
first
literally
of all,
just 8 hours a day. You can wait.
exactly.
Like, there's nothing...
But no, okay, it's just that, like, the whole...
People do it also in classrooms.
Look, and I don't consider marijuana a drug, but, you know...
But, like, that's not even what they're smoking. That's the crazy part. It's, like, the one thing that you possibly could and not get damaged by, you're not. Literally, the only ones who I feel like who were doing that the most were seniors. And I think they were just doing that to get by. They were just trying to chill.
Yeah.
But, like, literally, freshmen are hyping things up way too much. It's like, because freshmen are just literally middle schoolers who used to be on top of everything.
Well, yeah.
And now they're literally at the bottom. And
I think that's part of it.
So, I feel like it's just this culture thing of, like,
Mm-hmm.
we are potentially prey, so now we have to try to turn into predators. Because the
they have to make up.
Yeah, they're like, you guys, like, because upperclassmen couldn't care less, and we'll deem you as, like,
exactly.
no one cares. Like, I talk crap about freshmen all the time, because I can't help it. But I did have, like, 2 freshman people that are like, you guys are pretty cool. That's it. But it was just like, so they hype things up. They take it to a level that it doesn't need to go. And then you just question, like, why?
100%. I don't know. I mean, I was never, ever, ever, ever around any of people like that. I mean,
neither.
like I said, I graduated early and I was never involved in any people who were about that. But like hearing it from you when you were on your last year, like that blew my mind because I knew that it happens. Obviously, kids fucking do all that shit, but it's like I didn't realize that like that like I thought it would be like not freshmen or not like because you said it was mostly, at least at our school, the freshmen.
It was freshmen, sophomores. It was like freshmen, early sophomores, like first semester sophomores, and then like it was just so crazy because you had seniors who were in and out of school, obviously, because
right.
certain classes, so you could tell if they went to go do it or not because they're out of school right now. They at least waited to leave school and then just come back. But like you have people, what the heck?
What was that?
I have no idea. But you have people who are like freshmen. They're just crazy. And it was more so because it like made me so upset because it was like always in my way. Like I'm like casually one day I was like I gotta go to the bathroom and I just get this smell of just everything and anything thrown into my face and I'm like I gotta go.
That's disgusting.
It's like and then like what do you I don't know. People and like I said they do it in classrooms too. Like low key in the back and all that stuff and I'm just like but like why? That doesn't make you cool.
Not at all.
Like why would you think that? You're literally damaging your body, not to sound like an old person. Just saying.
Well, right.
You're not gonna live long enough.
But it's
to
crazy.
even become an old person.
It's crazy because you see young people who have the most influence and they're promoting all of these things. I'm not trying to sound like I probably sound like an old person, but like I'm not because it's like it. First of all, if those people are doing that, like I don't know. I mean, they're definitely not doing it to the extent that they put on to be or they're whatever. It's all a character and it's not real, or at least not completely real. Nothing. First of all, nothing that you see on the internet is real, and that's what's crazy because obviously in the world that we live in where everything is digital, that's what we see, and so that's pretty much that's like the perception of things, really. But nothing that you see online is real. So it's like when you see young people who are doing all this, and well, hey, they're cool, they're popping, they're whatever, they're this and that, and they're hot. Like you see them doing these things, like I guarantee you, they did not get to where they are, to the level that they are by bumming around with that. Maybe they were at some point and then they made something out of themselves from it. That's what that was. I guarantee you. But all that shit is just fucking fake and bullshit. And so, but I understand though the influence is so strong because these young as I am too, young people see this all the time, and that's what you do. That's to be cool and to fit in and to be up on everything. Like that's what you do. Or at least that's what it feels like you should do in order to be cool. And I think that is just like logically, and I know like in myself, that just makes it's absurd. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's crazy because it's like, it's just the influence of everything's just being thrown at us all the time. So that's what we see and that's what we think to do because that's what other people are doing. So we got to do it too.
If you can't beat them, join them.
Like it's crazy. And it's like I know this, but it's like I struggle with it too though, and it's weird because I notice it and I'm like, wait, this is not me. Why do I all of a sudden feel like I should try to do this? And it's like, wow, I can't imagine what that's like for someone who's even more like vulnerable and actually has the means to make that or to do that for them, like for themselves, like that's, or to put themselves in that, I guess, like that's just insane to me. It's actually crazy, because nothing will fuck up your life more than drugs, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's so real though. I don't know.
It's crazy. I was just like, you guys are like freaking 14.
Like, Well, how do you even get that though at 14?
That's what I'm wondering.
Who are you around?
I'm like, where do you get this from? Who is giving 14-year-old drugs? I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Like, what is happening? Where are you guys going for this? Like, I don't know. I literally feel like, but like, I'm like, do your parents know? If they know, why don't they care?
That's also a part of it,
They're just
though.
like, well, you do you, as long as you don't get into trouble. I'm like, wow.
Which, I don't know.
I would be 6 feet into the ground, murdered by my family, if I ever. Which is crazy, because they were a bunch of drug addicts and stuff. But, like, my parents. Back to that random cut that you just saw, what I was saying was...
No, hold on, don't say that.
That random cut that you literally just saw.
I look crazy.
What happened was, there's a ghost, and they wanted to borrow the camera, and we were like, dude, we're trying to shoot here, go die. And he was like, I already beat you to it. And I was like, oh, fair enough.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, like I said, speaking of ghosts and being dead, my grandparents and all that would kill me if I did drugs and all that stuff at such a young age, even though they low-key, high-key did it. But, like, that's just because they want more from me. They don't want me to make mistakes.
Yeah.
But, like, literally still would die if I did drugs at a young age. So I'm just like, how?
You know what, to be honest...
Where? Social services?
To be honest, my parents would enable me 100%. I have a brother. He did all that. And he's in his, like, mid-20s now or whatever. I think he's okay now, but... For a lot of years, he was not, and so I know that my parents would definitely enable me. I mean, they wouldn't be happy, but they would enable me.
White people are at it again?
And I feel like that's something, no, it's not a white thing. It's something that older people, because they want more for their kids, they enable their kids to do that kind of thing.
That's not what that is.
That's what that is.
That's not what that is.
What do you think it is?
It's just, you guys are crazy.
It's just some crazy white people shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, it kind of is a racial thing. Low key it is.
Okay.
Like, very low key it is. Because even though black families did it, they still don't want their kids to do it. Minimum is weed. That's pretty much it. But you can't do any of those other drugs. You will be shunned.
I don't know.
Shunned.
But
then you have all the people who are like...
Well, what about that stereotype of, like, the black people who are on drugs and that kind of thing? That's a stereotype, right?
I don't know. My family were on drugs.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like... I mean...
I'm pretty sure there's a black family who hasn't been through that.
Well, I mean, I'm just... Most definitely,
So, like,
yeah.
I can confirm that my family was on drugs.
I'm not saying...
I'm not.
Obviously, I'm not saying I believe in the stereotype. I'm just saying it is that is a stereotype. And
there's a lot of stereotypes.
I mean, that comes from whatever.
I think you guys are just more freedom. I think black people, maybe, it's just from my experience, probably not true.
Okay.
I just think black people try to raise their kids in the best way possible because the world's against us already, so we need to create less problems. But with your people, white privilege to the day you die.
Yeah, that's true. Do you want one?
No. So I think that's just my opinion on that whole situation.
Honestly, yeah.
So that could possibly just be it. It's just like, don't do what I did situation, but if you do, like, it's on you, not us. Don't come to us when you need help type of ordeal. It's like, because we tried to warn you. The whole, you made your bed hard, now you have to sleep in it. That saying has been said to me or just around me way too long.
I don't know. I don't think that's really good logic to raise your kids as. That's, like, hypocritical. And that's, like, not supportive either. Don't do what I did and don't come to me when you do it. Like,
because it's they told you. They warned you, and you're supposed to take that warning and not. You're supposed to prove, like, yeah, I don't need this. But if you do it because you want to and all that stuff, why would you come to them? They told you. Like, don't do it. That's literally, like, if I'm like, we're both driving and I'm just like, dude, it's a red light, don't go. Something bad could happen, and you just go. You're like, oh, what's the worst that happened? I don't see any cars. You go, boom, you're hit by a car. And I'm like, well, I told you not
we're
to
in
go.
the situation together, so we're gonna have to figure it
No,
out.
we're separate. I'm just like, I'm gonna be out the car, and I'm just like, you shouldn't do this. That's literally what that is. It's just
In
like,
that time, yes, maybe I made a bad judgment, but you should still support me.
I can't support you if I told you literally one thing and you get hurt by it when I specifically told you, hey, don't do that. This is what could happen, and you just go, cool. So and do it. And I'm just like, you freaking idiot. Like, what am I supposed to do now? Just help you and then you do the same thing all over again?
What do you think being a therapist would be like?
I just feel like that's a little bit different because that's a process. But if you don't want help, are you gonna go to a therapist?
No.
Then don't come to me. That's it. Because I'm gonna tell you the same thing any logical person would have told you. And if you don't want to hear, go. I don't care.
All right. Well, look. I hope that we remade.
You don't run into red lights.
No. I hope that we like remade our point of that, like that. There's a lot of fucked up people in our generation, and I'm not saying that everyone is great, but the people who are great are the ones that I had.
Perfect is just a word created by the masses.
100%.
The social.
Okay, so I don't know. I just really hope I did that, like, to what I needed to do that to. I don't know. Whatever.
I'm just saying. Well, it's just honestly because there are gonna be those people like, your generation is nothing but a bunch of drug addicts. Yeah, we know. 100%.
Right. Yeah. So I'm not saying that like everyone is great. I'm just saying the people who are great are the
people
ones
who
that
are slowly changing the world. Those people.
Yes, 100%. Thank you.
Every generation has those people who
Yeah.
are just like, where are you going
Exactly.
in this situation?
Okay, so I want to get into like what I actually want to talk about today. I want to talk about our sexualities
I don't.
because I feel like that's gonna give like.
I'm a straight female.
Well, if you couldn't tell already, I like guys. Well, I like. What? There's something in the air. No, okay. I like guys. I look crazy, probably. Oh, I don't even, like, this is not attractive to be saying this when I look like a homeless gay person right now.
Homeless 2K18.
That's not okay.
20 gay teen.
Also, I really don't know why they made that.
Oh God,
I don't
it's
know.
too much.
I look good sometimes. Most of the times, I don't shoot for that. So it is what it is. Whatever. But no, I do. Well, I mostly like guys. I'm bisexual. I mostly like guys, but there's a chance with a female, but it's a chance. It's not any. There's a higher chance with me being attracted to males versus but there is a chance with females, but overwhelming chance with males for sure. But I actually because like there are times like when I'm around you, I'm way more comfortable to be feminine and crazy and weird. But then when I'm around like other people or like another group, I act like a little more like. Well, I mean, I'm kind of a shy-ish person anyway, and like social anxiety, I was just like, ugh. But it's like, I like around certain groups or certain people, I will not be as feminine or not act or sound as feminine, I guess. But when I'm around you, like I don't really care, and I can just be as weird as I can be, and it's a little cringy. It's cringy at times. But like same with you though.
Most of the time. What do you mean? I am the same person all around.
No, I'm saying the way that like you act is also you do cringy things as well. So it's not
That's
just me.
just everything.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Who laughs but you?
But I'm just saying that it's like I don't know. For some reason, I act a lot more feminine around you than I do like my meditation group or like things like that. I think it's probably because like you're the only gay person that I know, so it's like
How dare you assume my sexuality? I'm pretty sure I'm straight.
You're a straight woman.
I'm a straight female. I'm a straight cis female. What?
But because like you embrace it, and so I'm more comfortable.
My straightness?
Yeah.
Thank you.
No. Since you embrace it, I'm more comfortable to like, you know. I can't explain it because I don't want to like sound like it's like a thing that I turn on and turn off, or that I act gay around you because you're gay as well, which that's probably what it's gonna sound like, but like it's not, because you can't really act a sexuality. You can act feminine, but you can't like act a sexuality. You can't act a race. You can't act like that shit's outrageous. But you know, but I mean, I am more feminine around certain people and less feminine around other people, is what my point is. So.
Nope, I act the same way with any person unless I don't like you. And then I will make sure I don't like you. You will know if I don't like you. But you also... Nah, you can tell if I like you or not. Nope. I'm still the same person around every single person.
Well, okay, what's your sexuality? Because you have a couple.
I'm a cis, straight, asexual black woman.
That makes no sense.
Well, yeah, it does. Straight, cis, black, asexual woman? Yeah. Gender is female. I'm a woman who's asexual and straight. What about that don't make any sense?
Because you're a full-on lesbian who is asexual.
I think
At the same.
I am a straight person, internet.
You're a straight, upstanding woman of society.
I pledge allegiance to... Nah.
I don't know.
I'm more asexual than anything.
But like where we are, it's just so like not comfortable to embrace your sexuality, kind of. At least for me. Could be more just a me thing, but it's not just a me thing though. Like, but I don't know, because my true nature is just me. And that's not feminine, that's not masculine, that's not gay, that's not bisexual, that's not... It's just me. So, you know, I feel like I just act how I act around different people just because that's like how I adapt in social situations.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you're a Virgo, so you can't like... You can't be fake, usually. Whereas I'm fake a lot. And it's overwhelming, and it's like tiring, and like I can't handle it sometimes. But that's also social anxiety, and I'm a Cancer as well, obviously. So it's like I'm working on that, but like it's hard. You know what I mean? But you're a Virgo, and you keep it real, and that's what I love about you. But it's also like you can be rude sometimes.
Definitely. The truth shall set you free.
Oh my god!
Is my goal in life. Gotta always tell the truth. If I don't tell the truth, it will only hurt me inside.
But no, you were a closeted lesbian for most of your life.
Debatable.
Closeted, yeah.
No one asked me. And if I did, I never denied it.
But you never said it, yeah.
I mean, because I don't feel the need to. I don't say it a lot now.
Yeah, you do.
No, I only say it a lot when you bring up sexuality, too, and I see an attractive female.
I don't have to bring up sexuality for you to notice an attractive female and start gazing
I'm
over
just
them.
saying, like, when I actually say, yep, lesbian over here, it's when you bring up sexuality and it's like a joking way.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I see an attractive female, I won't go lesbian. I'm like, oh, she's like, I would do that. But, like, most of the time, I don't say, like, if none of that's happening, I don't go out and say, hey, lesbian. Like, I don't say it a lot. So, like, I'm basically still the same way as when I first discovered that I was. I just don't talk about it, nor does anyone really ask me. If you ask me, okay.
I look insane right now. I look worse than I did last week. I'm going to try to look better next week. I'm understanding. I'm listening. I'm sorry. It's fine.
I stopped talking. It's fine.
No, yeah, I know what you mean, though.
So, closeted? Who really knows? I don't think I'm really closeted. No one just asked me, and I didn't have the answers.
You were the first gay person that I really met. Was I the first gay person that you really met, or no?
No.
Really?
I met Joe before you.
Oh.
Pretty sure some people. Also in Arizona there was some gay people.
Well, okay. What's funny? Oh god, you just moved the table.
Yeah. But I didn't really move it.
Oh, okay. Oh my god.
I just did that.
Well, when we like first met back in high school, like long time ago. Well, I guess it not that long ago.
Back in my time, when I was 50, we used to have this thing called communication.
I actually don't think I could look worse right now. You have all seen me at my worst.
Love me, please.
It's fine. I'll try to look better next week. This is just how my hair naturally lays. To be honest, it's not okay. Anyway, when we like first met,
He was so rude to me. All I wanted to do is give him love. Not really.
it was actually the complete opposite.
What do you mean?
I was the one trying to give you love, and you were rejecting it because you were cold.
No, when we first met,
Oh,
you
yeah.
were rude.
Oh yeah.
I didn't do anything. I was just trying to gain a friendship.
Oh yeah.
He was rude. I saw something in you, and you rejected me.
No, I saw something in you too, but then when we actually talked, I was like, this is just not connecting right now. Like I felt it and I saw it. Then when I was hearing you, you just wouldn't stop. And it was just like, this girl is not okay. She looks so smart, but she just sounds so fucking stupid. That was my first thought, and I love you. I say that out of love right now. But when I first saw you, or that first encounter, that's what I thought. But later in our high school careers, we met again, basically.
Radio TV?
I mean,
Or
basically.
was it Miss Patterson? No, we met Miss Patterson.
Yeah, oh, fuck that bitch.
I can't stand that lady. So
Um,
glad I ain't never gonna see her again.
I was gonna say more, but
Tune in next time to find out the story of who is Miss Patterson.
honestly, okay, maybe, sure. Anyway, we met in her class as a teacher in high school. And then we met in a different class later that year, I think. And we were kind of like forced to work together at that point, but not really, because like with that connection was pulling us together.
We definitely chose each other.
100.
And then you chose Alan.
I fucking love her.
She doesn't like me.
No.
That's so crazy. Even in graduation, didn't say anything to me, but came up to the people that I was talking to. But she just straight ignored me. And I was just like, bruh, what?
Your senior year, you just graduated. I went to your fucking high school prom with you. I didn't know anyone. I wasn't going to see anyone. I was just with you, and we went just to check it out. It was fucking stupid, but it was like just to check it out, whatever.
I don't know. I don't regret it.
And I don't regret it either. It's just like it was it was not worth anything else.
I mean, it was free for me. So
Well, I
had nothing to lose.
I had to pay for some bullshit. But anyway, we're at the prom, and Alan came up to me. I was at your prom, and she came up to me. I haven't seen her since I think we were all together last couple years ago. She came up to me. It didn't even look at you. She saw me, and my hair was different, too. Different. I know it's insane. I look crazy. I'm so sorry. I'm not apologizing. No. I'm okay. But I was, but she recognized it. She just came up to me and started talking. Oh my gosh, she looked great, too, and she's so cool. I wish her the best. But it's just the crazy dynamic of that. We were all together, but she hated you, and she loves me.
I don't know why to this day. Like, I did nothing.
I know.
Maybe it was because, like, you definitely didn't pay attention to her at all. It was just always me and you, and we always up to nothing. Like, we were always up to something that didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But we did it, and I feel like because, I don't know, I feel like she thought I was a negative effect on you or something.
Probably.
Because, like, I feel like I was getting you out of something, like a comfort zone.
Yeah, that's what I want to get into.
I was doing some crazy stuff.
But,
I feel like it wasn't. And I feel like she was mad because she couldn't do that for you. I don't know.
probably was part of it.
I
but
just feel like that's not fair.
But you know, that was like the second part of that year class that the TV part and the radio part, whatever. Her and I were together, so she already knew me.
I would have been in there, but I already took that class.
Oh yeah, you were in there.
Yeah,
at the start.
I took it already.
Isn't that crazy?
And he was like, "Do you want to take this class again?" And I was like, "Not really."
Anyway, so yeah, so she already knew me, but no, okay. Basically, you did help me because that was when I was a junior in high school. Oh my god, that was a rough time.
I was a sophomore living my best life.
I was.
Sophomore year was crazy.
Huh?
Sophomore year was crazy for me. Nothing made sense. I was coming off of depressed freshman year. Not happy. Had to change something to make myself happy. Revamp my whole persona.
Oh my god, I'm making a mess.
Be the true me. So that's what my sophomore year was going like. I was trying to be myself. Probably wondering what happened back, and let me tell you what happened. So there was a squirrel that tried to film its death and was like, "Hey, can I borrow the camera real quick? There's a car out there waiting to run me over." And we were like, "No, dude, we're trying to film." And he was like, "All right, goodbye." So that's what happened in that time that it cut. I'm so sorry. Sorry for the inconvenience. It won't happen again. Actually, yes, it will.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get comfortable. Oh my god, I literally am kind of making a mess. Not even, but kind of. Okay, what was my point? Okay, yeah. So what you had said about helping me get more comfortable within myself is because when I was a junior, and throughout my life as well, I knew that I like guys, but I also knew that part of me still would definitely be okay with a woman or female, girl, whatever. But I most overpoweringly was attracted to the male sex, and so I never had anyone who embraced that until, oh god, my stomach, until we met and I saw you, and actually, okay, at first, because I think I had made a gay comment or something.
You were talking about how attractive a guy was.
Was I?
It was on a magazine or something, and you were like, "He's hot," and I was like, "You're gay?"
No, you weren't you're gay. You're like, Brett, you're gay? That's how you said it. And then it was in front of the whole class, and I was like, oh my god.
They didn't hear anything because they were too busy in their stupid whatever.
Well, I know.
Just doing some stupid.
No,
things.
but the way you said it made it. You sounded like an asshole. First of all,
to flame you for your gayness.
That's what I thought, and you said it really loud and in front of people. So I was like, that really took but
this could make or break me.
But okay, so that happened, and then I think later on, I guess I learned that you are gay, but full gay.
Did I not tell you right away?
Oh no, you didn't. But no, because we never talked about it because I wasn't comfortable with it. But as we went on and as we did, I guess, more things as the year went on, whatever, we went on, and I learned more about you and how you are gay and how much of it, even though you weren't out fully.
Yeah, I was.
I mean, we're not to your family.
Well, my family, family and being out, it could be in different ways. Was I out to my family? No. Was I out to general people and all that stuff? Yeah.
Well, okay, whatever, but...
You weren't out to both.
Correct.
I was at least out to half.
Yeah, okay, sure.
My family just didn't know, which is counted.
But it was more so because, I knew that I was okay with girls, but, I had never... Ow! I had never been with any females, but I've been with males, so I was like, well, I know that I could be with a female, but I've only ever been with males, so it's this is what it is, and this is just what I like, so it's fine. But I was never, and I knew that, but I was never comfortable, because when you're, in our outside world, who, in certain parts don't accept that, or really embrace that.
Literally everyone on the East Coast.
Sure.
Well, this is Midwest, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
we're in the Midwest.
Yeah, but everyone on the East Coast.
They're fine.
Middle East Coast, South East Coast.
Okay, yeah.
South East Coast, they don't. No.
No.
Midwest is honestly the same too, though. Like, once you get west, though,
Oh.
so it's like gay is just traveling this way, but it's all on the west coast, and it's like it could slowly spread,
Yeah.
but like it's just like a standstill. But then you have everyone over here who's just like, you got the northeast who are okay with it.
Yeah, no, 100%.
It's just, it's like, it's so weird if you look at it like a map of it. It's just so
Yeah, no,
weird.
I know what you mean. It's just when you are young and you're still kind of figuring it out, really, but you're in an environment that's very...
Like, you shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Little did we know the gays live downtown.
Like...
in a cave.
Pretty much. And that's like...
Where are they?
That was kind of, you know... That was at least the fear of, like... Of having that thought of you or said to you.
Yeah, because you guys' mayor, who is now the...
No, he's governor.
He wasn't the mayor?
The mayors of a city, governors of a state.
Well, I was just talking about Fort Wayne.
He was never the mayor of Fort Wayne. He was the governor of Indiana, who's now has been the vice
Either
president.
way, I don't care about you guys'... Either way, he definitely hated all the gays.
100%. So you already have someone who was in power for a while who was against... I mean, not that that really affected my life, but it's just like...
Isn't that crazy?
But if it's
though?
like enough that like the people here made that happen, so it's like, you know, you can kind of get a sense of like how, you know, how a lot of people are or whatever towards it. But
so crazy.
it is.
How
Anyway.
Out of everyone Tuna Fish could have chosen, he chosen the most, like, he chose him. Isn't that crazy?
Look, this is not political.
I mean, it could be.
No.
It's not even have to be, it doesn't even have to be political. It could also tie into the gay thing.
Well, yeah, okay,
Of
that's
like,
true.
out of everyone, literally, it was as if he's like, I need the most homophobic person in the world. We need to eliminate gays. We need to eliminate all of the community, that the rainbow community of colors and disgustingness. We need to eliminate. They are taking over the world, one gay at a time. They're everywhere, like zombies.
Pretty much.
So far, they are going for your brain.
Well, my point is that you know, having that been my environment all my life, and then finally meeting you, and you were actually, as time went on, and I learned that you're gay. I was like, oh shit, this is like so much more comfortable because you're around and you totally embrace it.
Well, the crazy thing was since North Carolina, which is where I'm from, was so homophobic, I was like, moving to any state, it never crossed my mind that there were other homophobic states, and I was just like, because the first time I moved from North Carolina was to Arizona,
Yeah.
which is not a homophobic state.
Not one bit.
And everyone was accepting of a lot of things.
Mhm.
Like, it was crazy. And I had so much love in Arizona. And I didn't even bring up, like, being gay at all. It was just literally being myself. No one questioned anything. No one shoved anything in your face.
Right.
Like, everything was just like, if anything, they were, like, too nice at some times. Where it was just like, you just met me, but, like, they were just, like, willing to open up houses for me. Like, I met so many cool people within the first, like, 2 weeks of me being there. Like, it was just crazy. So I had a state like that in my like view, like in me, like that's all I knew.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, nothing. So it is just, in my perspective, it was like, oh, so it is just North Carolina. And then I also went to Washington D.C. and Maryland. Like, once again, I didn't see any judgment. There were people walking around with flags on. We went to go see the White House and all those stuff. Like, it was nothing.
Yeah.
So then, like, moving here, I was just like, okay, another state that's okay with all this stuff. And then I realized, no, Indiana is the worst of them all.
Well, no, North Carolina's worse.
Alabama's worse.
It 100% is.
If we're being honest here.
Yeah.
But, like, top 5.
I'm just saying that, like,
Indiana's top 5.
from your perspective of life and what you had known in your time, like, North Carolina was as worse as it gets.
Yeah, and I was
So-
just like, to me, it was like, oh, that's literally, North Carolina's the only state. And I was like, of course I would be put in this state, but that's fine, because now I am moving. and I would travel back from North Carolina to Arizona a lot for like, I think I traveled like 2 times, and each time I would stay for like about a year. So it's like I was adapting and just loving every moment of it. And I was just like, yeah, okay. And then once again, Washington D.C. and all that, and like all the other states that I visit would like only stay like a day or something in. I didn't feel any of that, so I was just like, yeah, it's definitely just North Carolina.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, nope.
Well, I mean, that makes sense, too. But, I mean, you know, like what I was saying, it wasn't until I met you and understood and, like, and as we became closer, you know, as friends, like, it was like, wow, like, and you were the only, I've only met one other gay person, honestly, other than you, and I met him, like, last year when I started, you know, my job, like, that was that, but like otherwise, you're the only actual gay person that I've ever really known, to be honest. So when you came into my life and everything, all that, like, that opened a lot for me to be able to be me more.
Yeah.
So like what you were talking about with Alan and everything, because like, you know, you did make me.
I feel like I should have asked her at graduation why she doesn't like me.
You should have.
Maybe that's why. Maybe I should approach her. Maybe I'm intimidating. But that, which is crazy, because because graduation, I was just spending time with my amigos.
Mm-hmm.
And then Katie. And,
all the while,
Michelle.
Completely disregarding that I was there. And
But I'm talking about before even graduation happened. Before we went to go sit down for real.
Uh-huh.
And when we sat down for real, like, I was still, like, in one spot. And the people I were talking to were the people that... And the guy beside me, Ryan, he was one of my friend's boyfriends. So that's how I knew him. And then I knew the other guy because he was in my advisory, same as the girl beside him. So I only knew them from that, which was crazy. And also very fortunate. And then after that, it was like one of those mazes. You had to find people and it was crowded. And I didn't know you were there because I didn't see you. I only saw my parents who were all in like one spot. And I could hear them calling me. So I was like, okay. And so like that's all I knew. And I didn't know you were there. And when it was time to go and throw the hats and stuff, like everyone, I didn't throw my hat first of all. I was like, yeah, woo! Like, me and the 2 people, Ryan and the guy, we didn't throw our hats. So we were just, like, there. And when everyone was pushing and, like, trying to go one direction. So, like, I was just kind of sitting there. And then I saw Griffin because he was right beside me. And I hugged him and I was, like, talking to him for, like, a second. And then I, like, was waiting for my family to come down the stairs so we could leave. Mm-hmm. So it was crowded. It wasn't, like, I could probably not get to you at all.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And then they're trying to take pictures and all that stuff. So it was crazy.
Yeah, no. I totally understand. I'm not like, I was just saying more so as a joke, but I understand. Oh my god, my back right now. Oof. No, it's fine. But yeah, I mean, you know, but I feel like, I mean, it's definitely a little different when you're a queer white man versus being a queer black woman.
Minority on top of minority?
Yeah.
On top of minority?
Exactly.
Like 3 minorities?
Exactly. Like, you know, 100 years ago,
I set up to fail.
Like, 100 years ago, I could have gotten away with it, but you wouldn't have made it. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't have made it either way. They would have been like, no, absolutely. If I was born back way then, I would have literally had nothing. Mm-hmm. I would have no rights as a black person, no rights as a female, no rights as a gay person. Literally, they would have birthed me and be like, nah, throw her away. I'm like, okay. Literally nothing. I had nothing. If I was born back then, literally nothing at all. Until they decide, okay, women, white women, and I would have still been like, great. Yeah. Uh-huh. Sorry. You said this is for women. Sorry, man. White women only. And they don't talk about that, but they were like, yeah, women can vote. White women can vote.
We'll get to you black people in a few decades. Don't worry.
Literally, they made which is crazy. You was in government, and they were like, yeah, this is where African Americans can vote. just kidding. You guys can't vote till another couple of years. And even though it said we could, the white people definitely stopped us from voting because they were like, pass this hard test, all that, and they were just so like, I had nothing.
That's crazy.
That's so crazy. If I honestly, what a great time.
That would have been the worst time.
What a great time to be alive.
But no, I mean, I could have made it though.
You would have made it far.
Yeah.
Me, on the other hand, since birth, they're gonna be like, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Man, that is actually like.
Honestly, still to this day though, they're just low key doing it. Not even low key, high key.
You think?
Black people die every day over something that literally they didn't do.
You know what's worse than being a gay person?
Black!
No. Being an ugly gay person, and right now I'm killing it.
Wow. That's that white privilege talking.
I'm kidding. It was a joke. It's a joke.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. No. Oh my god. No, I promise I'm gonna look better next week. Look.
Next week, tune in and I'll be wearing a dragon costume. Pride is next month.
It's like now.
Yeah, but like here, it's next month.
We'll get our 3 hours next month.
3 hours of just...
Versus, meanwhile, in California, they have their whole summer for it.
Literally, it's a whole month. In all the parts of California.
Can you hear my stomach?
Yeah. Yes, I can.
Oh, man. I literally need to stop right now. I need to,
Well, you got 4 minutes.
No, it's fine. Oh my god, it's just crumbs everywhere. I didn't think about this. Ugh. What are you doing?
Our manager?
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
Ow. That kind of hurt. Oh god.
Honestly. Alright, guys. Bethany is... Guys, this is the part of the video where Bethany has some words to say.
Is it that time already? What are you doing?
Wait.
What are you doing?
Listen, she needs to talk. Give her a moment. She doesn't know what to say right now. Yeah. Alright, guys, if you're enjoying this, make sure like and subscribe. It will really help us out. And comment down below anything else that you want us to, you want them to talk about. Thank you. Alright. Take it away. There you go.
Alright. Well, I feel like this has kind of been all over the place a little bit. However, we do have our new segment to return to from last week about the crazy pedophile man with the emails. You guys remember that if you watched us last week. I looked really bad. Probably look worse now. But you know what? The story continues regardless. Either way.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have to go get my phone. It's upstairs.
Hey guys. Welcome back from that random cut. I'm
probably gonna leave all that
that
out.
you guys just saw.
Dude,
You're probably wondering what happened. Well, let me tell you.
I have freaking...
There was a raccoon and a deer, and they started boxing down here. And we were like, dude, we're trying to film. And they were like, film us fighting and call it World Star. We were like, no, this is really important for us. And then they left. That's what happened.
I saw it with my own eyes.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I have holes in all my socks and underwear. Fun fact. Okay. Alright. So, that guy, if you remember from last week, about, burping in his face and everything that he wanted. I don't know. I don't know. I can't really explain it because it makes no sense.
It was a guy sending a script about...
It wasn't a script.
What was it? Or,
It was some anonymous guy saying about how he wants to make a 20-minute long video of me burping in someone's face. He thinks it would be funny.
Yes. And
Okay.
obviously, being the person that I am, we wanted to see what would happen if, we contact him.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Alright, so yeah, he sent me the first email. And then I sent him a reply saying, oh my god, that's really cool, blah, 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 like, let's do it. I think, something like that.
All thanks to me.
Yeah. And then... Okay, so then... Oh god, this is really long.
Can I?
I'll just read it. Alright. So, okay, so after our reply, I asked him, like, more about it, whatever, and then he was like, sure. So basically, we film in a home or something of the sort. If you know of anyone in Indianapolis area who might be willing to host, that would be great. I am open to ideas, so if you would like to add anything to the story, that is great too. I might be willing to be the one playing the roommate in the chair, as I'm up for the challenge and really don't like the smell of fish or seafood. It will be hard for me, but I'll take it for the team. I am just in need of someone to portray a friend or a younger brother who knows how to burp on command. If under 18, please make sure a parent or guardian is with them. I am thinking this should be very summer themed. Again, thank you, and let me know if you have any other questions or ideas. I didn't reply yet, and then he sends me another one saying, hey again, so are you possibly interested in making this short film from the email detailing that additional info? Thanks. A little bit about me. I am a 25-year-old guy in Indianapolis area. People tell me that I look a lot younger than 25 though, and I have a passion for film and entertainment.
That sounds like a pervert, if I'm being honest. That sounds like he is looking for someone to sell into sex trafficking.
That's exactly what it sounds like. And that's what it sounded like from the first email, and then I replied...
Like, it got weirder. People say I look younger than 25. That's when it gets, like... that confirms everything.
Taking one for the team.
Yeah.
As if there's a team.
Weird. That's a kink, I believe. That's a weird one. Like, yeah, I like people spitting in my face that smells like tuna.
For the first email, that I gathered that, and then replying to this, and then getting even more of this creepy, like, it just confirms it.
You should say...
What should I say?
Yes, I am interested in this, but I just need a little more. Like...
Oh, okay. Hang on.
Also, like, what do you look like, Mr. I look younger than 25?
Hang on. It's been like a week or so since since he sent this, so let me I gotta apologize for my lateness about it.
Go for it.
How should I say that?
Sorry for replying late. I've been a little busy.
Hang on. Sorry for replying.
Been a little busy calling the police.
I've been... Hang on, what?
A little busy.
Okay.
With my own project. I'm just saying, he's like, what project are you doing? You know, how to catch a pedophile. 101.
Oh, okay. Okay. I've been a little bit busy with...
my own project.
Another project. And if he asks, I will say how to catch a pedophile 101. I'm gonna say that, I swear. Okay. I've been a little busy with another project. Okay, now what?
I am interested in this. I just need a little more. Like, how would we shoot this? Like...
Okay, I'm interested... Wait, hang on. I am interested in this, but I need a little bit more.
Yeah. How would we shoot this? Where's the exact location? Or location?
Hang on. I am interested in this, but I need a little bit more about it. Like what?
Like, where is this taking place exactly?
Like, wait, you said, like, how?
How would we film this? And then where
Be shot or be filmed?
filmed? Also, does it have to be a boy?
Like, how would
I'm
this
just
be
trying-
filmed? Where exactly would it take place?
And
Okay.
also, does it have to be a boy? A younger boy? Bait.
Does the other person have to be a younger boy?
Or just boy in general, because he could be like, no, it could be an older boy.
Be a boy?
Yeah, just say be a boy.
Should I say then, like, thanks and then, like, his name?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is me replying to what his creepy ass shit, saying, "Hey, sorry for replying late. I have been a little busy with another project. I am interested in this, but I need a little bit more about it. Like, how would this be filmed? Yeah, like, how would this be filmed? Where exactly would it take place? And also, does the other person have to be a boy? Thanks." Can you, like, proofread that?
Oof. Alright.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
It's good? You sure?
C.
Okay. And then send?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Jesus fucking Christ.
Alright, guys. Tune in next time to find out what he say.
Oh man. This is a saga.
This has been another episode of How to Catch a Predator 101 with your host, Kanaya, Bethany herself, and Brett, the victim.
Yes. We're on to you, guy.
I think this podcast is coming to an end.
Is it? Is there anything else that we want to talk about? Oh my god.
Because once I start singing, that means I have nothing else to talk about. I noticed that in every episode we done, like, once I get up and, like, just start standing, that means I have nothing else to say.
Really?
Bethany comes in at the end.
That's true.
So tell all of them to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Comment down below what you want to know. Literally, you can talk about anything. We can get political if we want to. I have my stance.
I don't know, I just feel like being political is kind of like not really a place for this.
Maybe a podcast? Her missing eyelash. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you literally ripped off her eyelash last week.
It was an accident. It was an accident.
What are you doing?
Sorry, Bethany.
To be honest, I would love to talk more about like anxiety and stuff, cause that shit is like, oof, you can never talk about that enough. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone wants to, like, I don't know. I mean, it's not the same for every single person, but I mean, you really kind of do have like the same thoughts and feelings with anxiety. You know, people who actually suffer from anxiety, like severely. You know, it's a lot. It's in everything. It's all the time. So, you know, I don't know. I would love to talk more about that because I feel like that's like something that's really cool to talk about. You know. So if anyone wants to hear more about it or has questions, or not that I know anything, I'm just saying, like, let's like spark more discussion about it is what I'm saying. So, oh God, if anyone wants to do that, I'm here for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, also here for it.
Once again, not trying to sound like I know anything, because I'm not and I don't, but I'm just saying that, like, I love talking about that kind of stuff. I don't know. You know what I mean? I feel like this has been a good one.
Yeah.
in my mind, it was gonna go a little bit. Well, everything in my mind goes differently than in reality. So yeah, you know.
All right.
Is there anything else?
No.
Can you hear my stomach? Not you. I'm asking, does anyone? I really hope not, because that's kind of like, not embarrassing, but that's like, really?
Alright, guys.
Alright.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Farewell. I hope to see you again. Probably not. This is probably your last time watching this. Subscribe for Bethany. Alright, that's all I got.
Alright, I think we're good.
It should end on her face.
How crazy do I look? Wait, I gotta, hang on.
Don't
Don't touch it. Did you touch it?
No.
Maybe I don't look as crazy as I think I do. Maybe I even look crazier. You didn't touch it?
No.
You didn't. Okay.